Hello, Central Alberta. The numbers are in, and here we are with the February Central Alberta Monthly Market Minute. Okay, so we're going to take a look at these four communities, or four of the communities here in Central Alberta, and we're going to dissect what the numbers are and what this means to home values here in Central Alberta. So we're going to start off with the city of LACOMBE. Okay, city of LACOMBE, sales in February of 23 versus February 22 are down 66%. Okay, so we had a total of 9 sales in February versus 27 last year. So those are drastic, but numbers are hanging in there in terms of prices. Prices are hanging in there a little bit. We still only have 4 months inventory in the detached category, and we have 7 months overall versus what it was about 3 months last year at this time. Okay, we've only had 9 detached homes sell in the city of LACOMBE since the start of the year. Okay, the 8 of those were in February and only 1 in January, if you remember from the video last month. Okay, so things in LACOMBE, again, LACOMBE's always been that market where it just kind of goes by, it beats to its own drum, and that's a good thing. Okay, so we're going to really watch LACOMBE here over the next little while to see what happens. I have some theories, and I'll share them with you at the end. BLACKFALDS. Sales are down 44% overall in the town of BLACKFALDS. Okay, but the prices are hanging in there as well. Okay, prices are down. The median prices actually went up, not quite a whole percent, but did go up. So inventory, let's look at inventory levels. 3.3 months of inventory in BLACKFALDS overall compared to 2.6 last year. So up just minorly. Okay, we have 45 detached homes for sale. We had 10 sales last month. Okay, number of new listings was 25, and last year we had 52 in that category. So it's up 7. So up moderately. All right, that's a number we really got to watch. We got to keep our eye on that number. That's the supply and demand thing. So we're really going to watch that number as we move forward. Sylvan Lake. Inventory levels down. Back to BLACKFALDS. Inventory levels down 29.3%. Okay, over where they were last year. All right, that's why prices are hanging in. Sylvan Lake inventory is down 9.57%. So not nearly as much. But let's take a look at sales. Last month, we had 32 sales. In February of 23 and February 22, there was 42. So it's down 23.8%. So it's down, not a ton. Prices hanging in there. Prices are hanging in there. I can tell you that the houses that we're selling in Sylvan Lake this year are definitely more than what they would have sold for last year. Absolutely 100%. Okay, so that's a supply and demand, and it's still a little bit of leftover from that outlier market we had in the first 2 quarters of 2022. 2.8 months of inventory versus 1.4 last year at the same time, and that's in the detached category, and 2.2 months of inventory a year ago in overall. Okay, so average sale price is $429, down from $477 where it was a year ago. So average sale price. But in a community like Sylvan Lake, when there's only 16 or 32 sales, one big house sells on the lake, and it's going to drastically change those numbers. So don't read that average price; it's not that big a deal. Red Deer. Let's take a look at Red Deer. Red Deer, as we say every week, gives us the most amount of data, and it probably gives us the most amount of reliable data for us to kind of maybe what's going to happen in the future. Inventory levels are down 25.6%. from this time or in February of last year. Okay, so overall there's 326 available. Last year there's 438. That represents a change of 25.57% or 25.6%. Average priced in the detached category is 378. Last year was 384. So it's really close. Okay, those prices are hanging in there. Number of sales was 104, like I said, versus 175. So it's down 68%. Okay, so we get this. The number of sales are down. There's less happening in the marketplace. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, there's not enough houses for sale. Okay. If you go into a shirt store and there's only 6 shirts for sale, how many shirts are you going to sell? You might sell 6. You're not going to sell them all, right? Ask any retail owners. The lower you get in that inventory, the less traffic you're going to get, because why would you go shop there? There's not enough shirts for sale. And that's what's happening in a lot of these markets. Having said that, if we have an influx, like a boom, if we have a banger couple weeks of inventory through the roof, all these buyers are going to probably leave the market and buy the houses that they were going to buy, and then we might have an issue. But there again, we're watching this very close. Right now, I don't know what's going to happen. Remember, there's about 60% of Albertans have an interest rate below 3%. So are they going to get off there? Are they going to be motivated to put their house on the market with the interest rates where they are? Probably not unless there's something, that's pushing them from the exterior in order to do so. A new job, maybe another kid on the way, things like that. So we're watching this. Hang in there. We'd love to help you out through this process. If you have any questions, reach out through any of our socials. You can DM us, and we'd be more than happy to help. So of course, here at the Trillion Real Estate, we're fiercely local, and we're a clients first brokerage, meaning that that's what we care about. We care about our clients first. So have a great weekend. Enjoy this great weather and March, and we'll talk to you next month on our Central Alberta Monthly Market Minute.